Okay, here's everything that comes to mind watching this trailer.
In days of legend, gods walked the earth.
Planet was in danger in the prequel series Saint Seiya Episode G, or in the classic anime that shows the planet and the city destroyed, so maybe a type of callback. The narrator mentions when gods walked the earth, which can only have been the early years of the Holy Wars, or as the series calls it, the Age of Mythology. Could also refer to the goat saints who are pretty much gods compared to the humans, but they are still alive. We see Capricorn Shura engaging with Hyolus. In the anime, they fought. Manga Shuru basically saved Hyolus' life, and in Legend of Sanctuary and the remake, where this is most likely based off of, the saints chased him down.
Seiya, what if I told you Athena had returned in human form? And you are destined to become one of her guardian knights.
Okay, as everyone knows that has been following updates, this introduction is nothing like in the manga, more so the remake. Kaido, played by Sean Bean here, acts as more of a mentor here than a man raising child soldiers. So again, it's following more so the softer remake. We see what kinda looks like this woman, Sayori, Athena, being infused with the power, maybe becoming a goddess via a ritual, which would be something new entirely for the series. And we have a very clear view of the armor, or cloth as it's called in the series. The helmet reminds me of the Shredder's helmet from the original TMNT movie. They are definitely taking the night staying very literal here. Someone mentioned it looked like ancient Greek armor inspired, but I just didn't quite see that looking up what Greek armor looked like. It's also, I noticed, a lot of armor covering the body. In the classic and the anime, it was a slow evolution to the armor with more upgrades, so possibly no upgrades to this armor. Or maybe there will be, but it will look better in more detail. Who knows? I kinda like the Zodiac Pegasus aura in the background.
Guardian knights.
I'd say your therapist isn't worth his paycheck.
Okay, we see the villain inspired by the reboot leading what I assume to be the Black Saints. So we can guess the movie's plot is she wants power of the Saints. Cosmo. We get some fighting which I just can't help but think looks like that last Mortal Kombat movie, which is kind of funny because the first arc in Saint Seiya is a tournament. We have a shot of Eagle Marin, who I think looks pretty solid. We see here the helmet armor forms over the head. This is a thing specifically from the Legend of Sanctuary movie. We see Kaido's butler, who will be in a lot of action. He will be the comic relief character that can fight, which is his modern interpretation instead of, well, you know. Okay, hold up. I actually thought it was just a horse, but I didn't notice Seiya is doing like a Jesus thing right here. That's kind of funny. So I guess this might be him actually donning his armor, which honestly, as a representation of just having something dramatic happen of him for the first time donning armor, This is actually very cool. Just assuming. Now, I assume this is the first time he puts on his armor because he sees Seiya actually looking at the armor box or cloth box. So, this is likely his very first time putting on the armor. What I assume after some training from Kaido. And it all ends with a shot of Seiya in training armor. So, that has to be a shot early in the movie. Overall thoughts. The armor is not terrible, but would rather it was limited, and we slowly saw the build up to thicker, better armor. I also wish it was less, I guess, medieval looking, maybe the word. I also really hope they explain that armor protects saints, but Cosmos is the real protection. The plot will focus on Seiya, Sayori, Grad, the villain, and at some point Phoenix Iki, skipping the Galaxian Wars, which acts as an introduction to all the Saints. So I guess they simply won't be in this one. We'll wait and see, and hope, and we'll keep an open mind. But tell me your thoughts in the comments, and please remember to like, sub, and hit the bell. Later.